This is the Friday music question recap for May 5th. And the question was to using using only depends upon how you pronounce it, GIF or GIF, and I'll get into that in a second. Using only GIFs, name a song that you can or have listened to repeatedly. That turned out to be too big of an ask, so I changed it to post a GIF of one of your favorite bands or performers, then name a song by them. So, yeah, I thought this would be cool, right? Because it's a digital media, and I don't know, best laid plans, right? Turned out to be turned out to be challenging. So the question is, right? Is it pronounced GIF or GIF? And I'm in the design industry, kind of. Yeah. Anyway, I know a lot of designers, and to the individual all the way down, it's GIF. Everyone calls it GIF. That's wrong, as it turns out. The guy that created them, a guy named Steve Wilhite, created it in 1987, and it's short for Graphics Interchange Format. And he says it's pronounced GIF. Although that makes no sense at all because it's short for Graphics Interchange Format. That's a G. So anyway, to all my design friends out there, it's official. It's pronounced GIF. And I know that's going to be super weird for us. So yeah, anyway. So the question was to post a GIF of a song that you can or have listened to repeatedly. And of course, the most commonly known one of these is I think it's Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up." It's like called a Rick roll. Anyway, I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Right. All right. So, and also thank you to Damian Bird for giving instructions in the Facebook chat on how to actually do this. That was quite nice of you, Damian. Thank you. All right. So my first pick is from Claudia, and she chose "Flowers" by Miley Cyrus. I had never heard this song. I'm not like a Miley Cyrus hater. I mean, I know a few songs of hers that I like, but I don't know any of her albums. But this is a good song, and the reason I chose it is it kind of hit on something that I think that a lot of us don't realize often enough, which is that sometimes you're better off alone. Sometimes if you're in a toxic relationship, you're better off alone, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's a real silver lining to being alone. So if you're in a crappy relationship, go ahead and get out of there, and being alone's better. So anyway, here is "Flowers" by Miley Cyrus. Thank you very much, Claudia. And here we go.
We were gold, kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right till we weren't. Built a home and watched it burn. I didn't want to leave you, I didn't want to lie. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, see things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own head. Yeah, I can love me better than you can. Can love me better, I can love me better, baby. Can love me better, I can love me better. Paint my nails cherry red, match the roses that you laid. No remorse, no regret. I forgive every word you say. Ooh, I didn't want to leave you, baby. I didn't want to fight. Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours,
Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Thank you again, Claudia. It's a great pick. My next pick, I chose Damien again. He's a frequent flyer here on the group. I chose him for two reasons. First of all, he did us all a solid by giving us instructions on how to post a GIF, how to post a GIF on the group. Also, he picked a great song. He picked "Groove Is in the Heart" by Delight. Man, I love that song. I can't remember when it came out. I think it was in the '90s. But yeah, anyway, what a great song. So anyway, thanks a lot, Damien. Thank you for the tutorial and thank you for the awesome pick. Here is "Groove Is in the Heart" by Delight.
We're going to dance. We're going to dance. We're going to dance and have some fun.
Dig.
The chills that you spill up my back keep me filled with satisfaction when we're done. Satisfaction of what's to come. I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another.
Oh, that's right.
Your groove, I do deeply dig. No walls, only the bridge. My supper dish, my succotash wish.
Sing it, baby.
I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart.
Astronomical.
Groove is in the heart.
Watch out.
The depth of who the groove moves us to the nth hoop. We'll go through to what is a who. I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another. DJ Souls was on a roll.
Okay, that was
He's got
Delight. "Grooves in the Heart," right? Thanks, Damien. My next pick is it's from my wife again. And I know I said on the last video that I try really hard not to pick her, and that's true. But this was her question, so I gotta pick her. And also, she picked Jesse's Girl, which is a great song. You know, Rick Springfield's he kind of got pigeonholed into this, like, you know, dreamboat rock star kind of thing, and his skit on I think it was General Hospital in the 80s. Yeah. He's actually a really good guitar player. He's actually a really good musician. Jesse's Girl is a great song. So it's a super good pick. And yeah, and I don't know if you guys have ever listened to the whole thing, but this is off that album Working Class Dog that he did, and it's a good album. Like, it's got a lot of good tracks on it. The guy can play the hell out of a guitar. So anyway, here's Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield. Thank you for the pick, Jeannie. Here we go.
Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed, it ain't hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. And she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman like that? I'll play along with the charade. There doesn't seem to be a reason to change. You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute. I wanna tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. 'Cause she's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms love's supposed to be. Tell me, where can I find a woman like that? You know I wish that I had Jesse's girl. I wish
Okay, that was Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield. My next pick is from Kathy. And I think, Kathy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you chose the entire album of Paradise Theater by Styx. And I chose to play The Best of Times off that album. It is such a good album. It came out in 1981, and it's a concept album, which, for those of you that aren't familiar with that format, it's basically like a storytelling album where each song builds on the one before it. Says the album is a fictional account of Chicago's Paradise Theater from its opening in 1928 to its closing in 1956 and subsequent demolition. So it's neat. It's a neat album to listen to, and I'm kind of a big fan of listening to albums from beginning to end. And concept albums like The Wall by Pink Floyd are really great for that. So and also this album had so many good songs on it. I had Too Much Time on My Hands, The Best of Times, Rockin' the Paradise. Several others. This is a really good album. So thank you for picking it, Kathy. And thanks for playing in this little group. I think this is the first time I've picked Kathy. She's a great old friend of mine. Hope you're doing well. All right, here is The Best of Times by Styx. Thanks again, Kathy.
Tonight's the night we'll make history. Honey, you and I. 'Cause I'll take any risk to tie back the hands of time and stay with you here tonight. I know you feel these are the worst of times. I do believe it's true. When people lock their doors and hide inside, rumor has it it's the end of paradise. But I know if the world just passed us by, baby, I know I wouldn't have to cry, no, no. The best of times are when I'm alone with you. Some rain, some shine. We'll make this a world for two. Our memories of yesterday will last a lifetime. We'll take the best, forget the rest, and someday we'll find these are the best of times. These are the best of The headlines read, these are the worst of times. I do believe it's true.
is The Best of Times by Styx. Thanks again, Kathy. The last pick, as usual, is mine. And I chose Billy Idol's Flesh for Fantasy. Um, I'm a huge Billy Idol fan. I just absolutely love everything he ever did. He was originally in a band called Generation X. It was a punk band out of the UK. It was so good. I like punk, but they were particularly good. And then he went on to have a solo career here in the U.S. As Billy Idol. And his guitar player, Steve Stevens, is also one of my favorite guitar players. That guy, especially on the album Rebel Yell, which is what Flesh for Fantasy came off of, this guy can just play the living daylights out of a guitar. I mean, it's really good stuff. And because this was like in the 80s, Billy Idol's like the soundtrack for some of the best times in my life. So I still like it a lot. I could listen to Flesh for Fantasy over and over. So anyway, here is, actually, just before I go, thanks everybody for playing. I still listen to every song. I know this one was a little challenging, so thanks for putting the effort in. And I hope you all have a great week. All right, here is Flesh for Fantasy by Billy Idol. All right, see ya.
There's a change of pace of fantasy and taste. Do you like good music? Do you like to dance? Oh yeah. Hanging out for a body shop at night. Ain't ashamed what we do to feel alright. Oh yeah. When will you come? I'm experienced. Oh yeah. Face to face and back to back. You see and feel my sex attack. Sing it. Rush for fantasy. It's after midnight. Are you feeling alright? Oh yeah. Turn out the light, babe. Are you someone else tonight? Neighbor to neighbor, door to door. Don't ask questions, time for it all. Oh yeah. Face to face and back to back. You see and feel my sex attack. Sing it. Flesh for fantasy. We cry. Flesh for fantasy. Father loves his son, mother's daughters too. It's an old story, I really want to.